everybody, and welcome to a very live edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the Iceman, JoJo.
What's up, everybody out there in the live world?
And joining us in upstate New York, it's the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people!
And of course, we could never forget our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
And of course, we have a very special guest joining us today. He is the Iceman, the original Iceman himself, Joe.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for joining. He's going to be sitting in with us for the rest of the show. He might be chiming in here and there. He is the god of wrestling himself. He knows, you want to know about wrestling, he's the guy to talk to. So. All right, so before we go any further, we got lots to talk about. We have the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
Before we get into that, I just want to say, if you have a comment or questions about anything throughout the show, our very own Miguel Cole is going to be typing away. He's not going to be much on the show because he has a big match to prepare for at the end of the show. We are going to have Miguel Cole versus Taz. So he's preparing right now. All right,
he's getting ready.
He's getting ready, but he will answer. He will let us know about your questions, make comments, do what you got to do. Well, let's talk about the wrestling news from around the world, shall we? All right. So, like usual, let's start off with some birthdays. And when I say birthdays, I mean not one, not two, not three.
How many you got?
We got 12 birthdays this week.
Good Lord.
12 birthdays. So, we're going to start off with one of the most important. Mil Mascaras turns 74 years young.
Wow,
he
really?
was one of the original big three of the Lucha Libre tradition in Mexico, and he is the uncle of Alberto Del Rio.
Who's uncle?
One more time.
Alberto.
One more time, please.
All right. Moving on. We have Jesse the Body Ventura turned 65 years young. Yeah. The former mayor of Minnesota.
You remember him?
I thought he was older.
Sure. Then we have Shelton Benjamin turns 41 years old.
Wow.
Really?
Really?
I thought he was a lot younger.
I thought he was a lot younger too.
Nah, I guess I was wrong.
Well, you know who is younger?
Who?
Tyson Kidd turns 36 years old. Sucks.
Please retire.
That he's 36 years old and he has to retire.
Please retire.
That's
wrong.
That is so wrong.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's unfortunate,
Sorry.
you know. But
Speaking about guys that took too long to retire, Kevin Nash turns 57 years old.
Kevin Nash?
Kevin Nash.
I don't like him.
That's why I said, speaking of people.
Too sweet.
Too sweet, though.
I don't like him.
But if you want to come on the show, Kevin Nash, by all means.
Oops, sorry. Told you nobody likes him.
Speaking of people that nobody likes, X-Pac turns 44 years old.
All right, fine.
The people have spoken. Our next birthday, Bubba Ray Dudley turns 45 years old. And on the same exact day, in the same exact year, Bubba was born in Brooklyn. In the Bronx oh my God! Joey Styles turned 45 years old this week.
Good. 45? Really?
45. Him
Nice.
and Bubba on the same day, just 2 boroughs apart.
Just 2 boroughs apart, really.
Yep.
Interesting.
And speaking of interesting,
Uh-oh.
rock and roll, baby! Heath Slater turns 33 years old.
All right.
What?
Oh, come on.
Come on, he's carrying the social outcast.
That's right.
No.
Bobby Lashley turns 40 years old.
40?
40.
Wow.
Bobby Lashley is the TNA heavyweight champion. Bobby Lashley just won the X Division championship as well last week against Eddie Edwards in the 6 sides of steel.
Track 3, you're out.
Not good.
Well, Bobby Lashley.
Come
Come on, Bobby. He was all right. Hey, BB Goody.
Okay, sure.
Our last birthday.
Uh-oh.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mike.
Mike who?
My client, Brock Lesnar, turns 39 years old. 39.
Wow.
39. Okay, well.
39 and looking mighty fine.
And, yeah, you know what? it's good for him. I mean, what else he's a good wrestler. I mean, what else can you do, So, that's all the birthdays you got.
That's all the birthdays I got.
All right, let's get right into the news.
Right into the news from around the world. AJ Lee is releasing a book on April 4th, 2017. It's to be titled, Crazy is My Superpower, How I Triumph from Breaking Bones, Breaking Hearts, and Breaking the Rules. And breaking records for the longest book title ever. On a serious note, it's about her living in extreme poverty, enduring years of abuse, forced men in the industry to view her with respect, and fought against all stereotypes, and so much more. I really am interested in actually reading this book.
Really?
Yeah.
Not me.
Come on, man. I know she's from Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from New York. I mean, me and Jersey, we don't get along too well, but...
No, we never did.
But AJ, come on. AJ was a pioneer. April 4th, 2017.
All right. Maybe.
I wonder if she's going to bash the WWE in that.
She probably will.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Well, I don't know. She left in good terms.
Yeah, I don't think she ever had I think her only issues with it was that she didn't want to be all about the sex appeal. She wanted to be there to wrestle.
That's true.
So,
well, that's where the NXT girls are coming in now.
Yeah.
They're all about wrestling. They don't care about the whole, bra and panties match and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did, but I mean that's beyond the point. Yeah.
moving on.
All right, moving on.
The WWE is worth up to $3.4 billion.
Let's buy it.
Based on the UFC sale, which went for over $4 billion.
So let's buy it.
Yeah, we can buy it.
Yeah, just make a deposit.
We'll go in on it. Buy two of them.
A couple of millennials, and we'll have all the money.
There you go.
John Cena.
Oops, sorry. It's a little premature. That goes to show, yeah, right. We ain't going to afford that.
John Cena says to Extra that he would love to fill the empty seat next to Kelly Ripa, but that he would never leave the WWE. He said he would absolutely...
No, that's not going to happen.
He said he would absolutely take it in a heartbeat, and he would be the first guy to be able to host in the morning and go fight at night.
Really?
Yeah.
So, part-time?
He says he can do it. He can do both.
Well, hey, good for him then, I guess. We'll see.
Speaking of John Cena, John Cena hosted the ESPYs this week. His opening monologue was pretty good. Did you guys see it?
No.
It was pretty good.
I heard he was bashing Shaquille O'Neal, wasn't he?
He was going at everybody. He was going after everybody. Yeah. But his opening monologue is what caught me. He was basically saying, like, listen, why would they get a WWE wrestler to host the ESPYs, a show about sports? And he basically said, listen, we have a lot more in common than you think. He went at LeBron James. He said, listen, when LeBron came out, everybody liked him. He was a good guy. Then he went to the Heat. He was a bad guy. Then he wins a championship with Cleveland. He's a good guy again. Wow, that sounds a lot like the WWE. They also talked about football. They said, well, in WWE, we have a billionaire jackass running the company. What about the football? Roger Goodell. So, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good
That's wrong,
night.
Rick.
Hey.
That's wrong.
Listen, this is what John Cena said.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. And John Cena can do no wrong.
Sorry. All right.
Speaking of prima donnas, The Rock is the 19th highest paid star on the Forbes 100 list.
Really?
And he is the highest paid actor, bringing in $64.5 million since June of last year.
Yeah,
so he's at 19. Congratulations, Rock.
There it is. That's for him.
You want to know who's number one on that list?
Oh.
Taylor Swift.
Are you serious?
Bringing in $170 million since last year.
My God.
Not Bill Gates?
No, this is for celebrities and actors.
Bill Gates is not a celebrity? I don't know.
You just said Bill Gates. No. No.
Bill Gates.
No.
100 million or billion?
170 million.
Wow.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
All right. Well,
All
she's
right.
doing, as long as she's doing better than Kanye, that's good.
And my last bit of news is our indie call-up Casey Carlisle had a brutal steel cage match for the Elite Pro Wrestling Women's Championship against her rival Tess Valentine. Brutal is an understatement. This
Really?
was extreme.
Was it in a cage match?
It was a cage match, yeah.
Dang.
I've never seen women fight in a cage.
Wow,
So
me
this
either.
I don't
match,
think I have either.
if you guys want to check it out, you can check it out on YouTube. You search Casey Carlisle versus Tess Valentine steel cage match. It was a war, people. It
Really?
was a great match.
I have to check it out. I didn't
Definitely.
see it. So
Definitely.
actually, you did tell me about it. I just
Yeah,
never, I didn't get
it's
time.
so
Casey's
good.
just really good, man. I don't know
She
why.
is.
You know, she's not up, and it's shocking to me.
She needs to get that call. And for more information on matches with Casey Carlisle or even shirts or whatever you want, if you're a big fan, check it out
She's
at
on there.
CaseyCarlisle.com. She is awesome, guys. And that's it for my news.
Alrighty, now we're gonna go straight into the rumors. You guys ready for this one?
Let's
Give
do
it
it.
to us.
Alrighty. All right, rumor has it that the WWE is still wants to do a Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns match for the WWE title at SummerSlam.
Oh,
This could possibly mean that one of the two will win the title at Battleground. As for Dean, they may have him face Triple H at SummerSlam or take him out of the title picture all completely and have him go for another title, or once the brand splits happen, that he's going to go for that major title. So if, you know, he ends up going to SmackDown, he'll go after the SmackDown title. So, you know, hey, I don't know how I feel about this, especially because of the fact that with the whole Roman Reigns suspension and why are they still pushing him? You know,
It's
I thought,
crazy.
you know, because I'm sorry to say, it happened to Damian Sandow, and they made him lose that Money in the Bank briefcase on Raw. They made him lose it. So, you know.
are you comparing Damian Sandow to the great
Yes, I am.
Roman Reigns?
Yes, I am.
I mean, I will put them. I put them in the same class. So
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I mean, it's you know, I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but I do like his style. I like his work. Don't look at me like that, Ray. But
So don't my dad.
yeah, but it's, you know, it's unfortunate, and we'll see what happens to him. You know, I'm curious to know and see what's going to happen to him at Battleground. What kind of ovation he's going to get.
oh, he's gonna get booed out the building.
And he better be a heel, man. That's all I got to say, because I reported that last week of him being a heel, and it better happen. So, all right. So now another big rumor going around is that Bayley is going to make her main roster debut at Battleground.
That's what I heard.
So I hope so. You know, it's almost with Bayley though. It's, to me, it's getting to be like the Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Being called up on the main roster. So I'm not going to believe it until I see it. So
Yeah.
but it's like I said, it's my job to report the rumors, and that's what I'm doing. All right, so remember how Vince is really high on Big Cass?
yes.
So now another rumor. Rick is like, no!
Please don't say it.
Well, another rumor is that he's likely to split the team up for the draft. So
Yeah. I'm actually going to clap for that one too.
That is the best
Both
news
you
I've
out of
heard.
my house.
That is
Yeah.
the best rumor I've heard,
Joe
Tony.
we'll do the show together, me and you, Joe. No, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. I like him as a team. You know?
I'm over them. I am done.
Yeah, especially after Smack. Well, I mean, we'll get into that, but after
Yeah.
SmackDown on Raw, I have actually changed my tune about him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. So now, with the return of Randy Orton, it is being rumored that after his match with Brock Lesnar, he is going to be feuding with AJ Styles.
Woo!
Yeah. And it's also being said that that Orton's saying that he's actually looking forward to it. So he's looking, you know, he wants to do the whole program with, or the feud with AJ Styles. I think that would be a good feud, I think. But depending on, I mean, do you guys like Randy Orton as a heel or a face?
I've always liked him more as a heel, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was more of a badass as a heel. No, you don't like him, Joe?
I don't care for him because he got his car that he got from the president or whatever it was to give him a brand new Cadillac.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't know.
Me either. Wow.
And then what's called painted all over with that.
Yeah?
Yeah, painted the whole car over.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, what do you about you, Rick? What do you think?
Randy Orton. For me, Randy Orton is the whole package. He can play both very well. I mean, honestly, we prefer him as a heel. I think most fans prefer him as a heel, but he's that guy that he walks that line where even when he does heelish things, we're still cheering for him because we want to see him punt kick somebody, maybe Roman Reigns.
Ooh. Dang. He's about to climb over this. It's about to be WrestleMania up in my house. Miguel's getting ready for his match with Taz. But you know what? I agree. I do like Randy Orton as a heel. He's just he's so evil as a heel.
But he don't get his way, he starts balling back.
I have to agree with you.
And everything else, until he gets his way, that's what he does.
Starts balling, huh? Okay.
Well, hey, you know, I do like him.
Hey, the very best do that. Chris Jericho is one of them.
That's true. That is true.
Miz.
That is true. All right, so for my last rumor, it is being rumored that Daniel Bryan will be commissioner for SmackDown as it was reportedly leaked on WWE.com. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's general manager because Shane, you're going to be the commissioner.
What?
It's
general manager?
Yes, general manager. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
So, I mean,
I mean, listen.
do you think WWE did that on purpose, though? As to, like...
Listen, if they did it, that dude is getting fired. He ain't never getting hired again because that's big news that he just blew that up. He's done. I don't think TNA would even hire him after that mess up. So whoever that is, listen, if you want to come on the podcast, we got it right here. How did you mess it up? What did you do wrong? What were you thinking when you released a statement saying that Daniel Bryan is going to be the general manager of SmackDown before it even happens?
I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I don't even know how I feel about that. You know, I really don't. I mean, I don't know. It's just all too weird to me for Daniel. I mean, I like Daniel Bryan and everything, but at the same time, it's like, nah. I can honestly, I can care less. How about that? I can care less. So, all right. So now we're gonna go straight into the injury report with the Iceman JoJo. Take it away.
Well, I guess there's no injuries report, so that's a good news.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're glad all the WWE stars are healthy and ready to go. So.
All right. That's a good thing, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. Now it is time for the Brain Freeze Factoid.
Yes. Before we get into the new factoid of the week, I got to give a shout out to April Woods of Whitehall. She actually got the right answer. Do you guys still know that answer or no?
What was the question again?
Who was in the 2002 draft, the very first draft, who was the 51st draft pick?
I still don't know.
Listen,
because like I said, if whoever it is has got to be some kind of jobber.
Yeah, it has to be someone that really, really, really sucks.
How about that? They
boy.
suck.
Oh, boy. Well, it's Miguel's favorite wrestler, Taz.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
What did you say?
Oh,
did he show
man.
up? Is he here? Is he
Miguel,
here?
go,
No,
Is he
you
here?
go back.
Calm down, Miguel.
Go back and train, Miguel. We're gonna. You need to get ready, my friend, because
All righty.
Taz is just a tad bit tinier than you.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
It went off. So, all right. So now we're gonna go on with the Iceman JoJo's ice. Oh, Jesus! I messed all that up.
The brain freeze factoid.
All right, here we go.
All righty.
You guys know The Undertaker, right?
No.
Yes.
You don't remember when he debuted?
When he debuted?
Yeah, do you remember when he debuted? Don't you?
Yes. Yes. I don't ask for the year.
No. Well, he debuted on November 22nd, 1990. But that ain't the question. The question is, The Undertaker, as he's known now, actually had 6 different character names before he came The Undertaker.
Oh, Christ.
Now, if you guys can give me all 6, that would be very impressive. But maybe you can give me 3 or 4 of those.
Can we collaborate on this?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Do it as a
Yeah.
All right,
team?
I know it was like something red. I know like one of the names had something red in it.
Oh boy, the big red.
Big red. Final answer.
I'll give you one more chance.
All right, how
Come
about
on, there's one obvious one.
Wait, no, he was a masked guy, wasn't he?
One time. Yeah.
Oh,
That was his brother.
that was
No.
his brother.
His mask.
Yeah, that's Kane you're talking about, Dad.
No.
but
A
before
long
that,
time ago.
He was a masked
A
wrestler.
long time ago. He was a masked wrestler. Oh my god, I forgot what it is. I
Hit
don't.
that button, Tony.
Sorry.
Come on, think that who was he in WCW?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. I can't even remember that one. Oh, here, one more time. Didn't work. There. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm stumped. That was a good one.
All right, so if you guys out there on the live show want to tune in and give me those answers, go to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV and submit your answers, and I'll give you a shout out, just like I did April Wood on the Brain Freeze Factoid of the Week.
My brain is frozen.
Frozen, huh? Not
Yeah.
even one answer? Come
Not even
on.
one.
Yeah.
Strike three.
You were close. I'll give you that, Rick. You're close.
Rick
And
was
that was
close.
Yeah, he was close. And that's actually his first name was something red.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you that.
I forgot his name.
As a masked wrestler.
No, this is before he became a mass wrestler.
It was something red.
Strike
Yep.
three.
Straight. We're out again.
That's
All right,
right.
I'm
Out
out.
of here.
All right, so now we're gonna go straight into the raw notes. You guys ready?
Yes,
Go
sir.
for it.
All right, now, all right. Raw starts off with a battle royal to see who will face The Miz. Oh boy. Yeah. Boo. To see who will face The Miz at Battleground. To me, it was an interesting choice of wrestlers to begin with. They had the Usos in it. They had the Dudley Boys in it. A lot of tag teams in it. Why?
You know, I wrote that down. I'm going to go on all the teams they had. They had the Dudleys. They had the Vaudevillains. They had the Ascension. They had the Usos. They had the Golden Truth. And they had the Social Outcasts. There is no way that the WWE can't say that they don't have tag teams. and those are the worst of the tag teams. You still... The
What was
what?
that?
Usos.
The Usos are the Busos to us because they
Yeah, I told ya.
I hate on the Usos just like I hate on all
I
these
like
other
them.
teams. But you know what this Battle Royal was? This
Oh,
Battle
you know
Royal...
what? You forgot one team.
What team?
The Ascension.
I said the Ascension.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
My bad.
The thing is with this Battle Royal was the Jobber Battle Royal for one of the most prestige titles in the company. We're going to have a Jobber Battle Royal.
For the tie. Yeah.
But do you know, The Miz said something interesting. He was talking about the draft with the commentary team, and he brought up Johnny Morrison.
He did?
And, yes. And he...
Sorry.
I'm saying that again.
You said you're repeating yourself.
So what happened was when he said that, he said, well, you know, me and my partner, John Morrison, when we split up for the draft, I went on to main event WrestleMania, and he went on to do other things.
I don't remember him saying
So that makes me think, what's his Lucha Underground contract look like?
that. You know what? I don't know. I know he's
Interesting.
still there for about another hour or so, but I don't know.
We got the draft
I have
coming
no
up,
idea.
baby.
So it's but it was interesting enough though. But it was cool to see Darren Young finally. It was let's make Darren Young great again.
Here's the thing. Here's my take on it. I love the fact that they started out with a battle royal because it was different.
Yeah.
You know, instead of somebody coming
they've
out.
done that before though. They've
yeah,
done it with
but
the
it wasn't-
U.S. title.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, but it was different.
Yeah.
But then it royally pissed me off. Just because the fact, like Rick said, the jobbers
Yeah.
and the fact that Darren Young won it and he didn't do nothing for the last 10 minutes of the royal.
No. But look, before we get into that, though, did you guys? I mean, I don't know if it was me, but did you guys notice that Del Rio was getting cheered?
Yeah.
Yo, they
I was
love
cheering
him.
him.
I was too.
Yo, he's gotta come. He gotta be a face, man.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the crowd's way behind him, and I don't know, man. I thought he was going to win it, but he ended up being in the final four.
What bothered me the most about this whole thing, though, Apollo Crews got the only entrance out of everybody there.
Yeah, I didn't get that at
What's
all.
up with that?
You know, I mean, if anything,
Not
it's
Darren Young,
Yeah.
who's been doing all these
vignettes for the longest time. And
No, we're gonna have Apollo Crews smiling his way into the ring. But the finish was awesome. I did like that, and
it was. The final four ended up being Darren Young, Baron Corbin, and Apollo Crews. And Dolph Ziggler, sorry. You guys know how I feel about. Do you like Dolph Ziggler, Joe?
You like Dolph Ziggler, Dad?
See? Come on.
No?
He said no.
No.
Yo, no.
Okay. You're getting Rick mad now.
You want to take over Rick's spot? You can do the joke of the week. How about that?
The show is starting to become the joke of the week. Talk about replacing me. I'm the third wheel, damn it. But like seriously, like the finish was awesome. I like I think we're gonna get something with Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
The way they eliminated each other.
Yeah. I like the final four. I thought it was good. I didn't have no complaints about it. The only complaint that I did have, like what Joe was saying, was just the fact that Darren Young was in the corner doing nothing.
Yeah, it's the same.
How did he even get there to begin
that's
with?
what I'm saying.
I didn't see it.
It's the same rant we've been having about Zack Ryder. He did about 40 promos in the last month and a half with Bob Backlund, and now he gets a title shot.
Yeah.
What the hell is up with that?
I mean, the way it was being done, too.
him out because he doesn't goddamn rope too.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, wait, but who eliminated who? It was.
Apollo and Baron Corbin went over last because they eliminated
Oh,
each
okay.
other.
Okay. Yeah, that's
But
what it
Darren,
ended
like
up.
I said, Darren Young sat in the corner for 10 minutes faking an injury. And I'm like, that can't take that long to hurt.
Hey,
Yeah.
the best have done that. You had
Oh,
Jerry the
it's
King
true.
Lawler has done it. Jake the Snake
Yeah.
has done it. So you know what? Congrats,
Yeah.
Darren Young.
Well, it was. So I mean, obviously, that's going to be part of Battleground. It's going to be Darren
Yes.
Young versus The Miz. When we'll talk about our Battleground predictions later on in the show, and we'll really get in depth, and we'll really see how JoJo really feels about Darren Young. All right, so next they show Shane and Steph talking about what Vince is going to announce, tonight. To me, honestly, I just wanted this to be over with.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, Seth Rollins comes in and he says, he's got exclusive footage of Roman, and he wants to do a show called The Rollins Report. Do we really need another show like that?
No.
We already got the, what is it called? The Ambrose Asylum.
The Miz TV.
We got Miz TV. We got
highlight
Jericho's
reel.
highlight reel. We got the freaking the I don't even know what it is anymore. What is going on with the shows? Enough with the shows.
Well, now you got two shows. You got Raw and SmackDown,
Oh,
so two each.
Come on. No, I don't want to see that crap. That's redunculous. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of redunculous, have you told Debbie about how you've been looking at men's badonky dunk?
I actually told her about 40 minutes.
Do you know about this, Joe? He's looking at men's badonkadonk.
So
He
a
was
couple of
look
weeks
at
ago,
that Titus O'Neil.
So a couple of weeks ago, we were having a show about Titus O'Neil, and Titus O'Neil has a huge butt. He wears these small trunks, but his butt is so big. And Joe
He's
over
wearing
here,
his little brother's trunks.
he was noticing, and he said
He's
he
ready to
does.
face.
He has a badonkadunk. And it's true. And I think we're all comfortable enough with our sexuality to say, Titus O'Neil, you could bounce a quarter off that thing.
Oh my God! He could be good at twerking, I guess, right? I have no idea.
He could join the New Day.
He could join the New Day. That would be a good fit for him. So that's the news about your son, Joe.
Don't worry, Debbie. I still love you.
All right, so now they cut to the back. What's that?
I said he better.
Oh, that's Debbie's protector, by the way, too.
There you go.
When he's at my house.
There you go. So, all right. So now they cut to the back and they show Zack Ryder in the locker room. I mean, Zack Ryder to the locker room. Does that make sense? That's going to be his new name?
Yeah.
Zack Ryder her to the back. Okay. It was a joke. It was a joke. I tried.
We
All
got
right. But no, that's the bell. So he's challenging Rusev for the U.S. belt, but then gets attacked by Sheamus, and they go to commercial. He gets the crack me out. Let's go to commercial.
That's Zack Ryder's story.
That's
right
the Zack Ryder story. But they come back to Sheamus versus Zack Ryder. Oh boy.
Do you notice the new theme for Zack Ryder?
No.
So instead of woo woo woo, you know it. It's woo woo woo. You know it.
Wow, I didn't know these two. Yay!
No. That's dumb.
Is that going to make him better now?
You can't be serious and say woo woo woo. That's the thing. Like, I'm not nothing against woo woo woo, but
I got a lot against woo woo woo.
You can't be a serious fighter and have woo woo woo.
I'm coming after you.
And he started this match off really aggressive. Like he just said, you know what, I'm fed up with this. I'm gonna keep saying my woos and I'm gonna kick butt. And it was a bad match, which led to him losing cleanly to Sheamus.
Yeah.
With a bro kick.
And you know what though? Like watching this match, Sheamus was pretty brutal in this match.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to really
rip his
hurt.
head off.
Yeah, and I was just like, but Ryder had some good spots, but it was just a typical match. It made no sense. Sheamus won clean, like you said. Then Rusev comes out and attacks Ryder.
And then accepts the challenge.
And then he puts him in the accolade, and then he accepts I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge.
But Ryder just lost, so we're giving out title shots.
Yeah, I don't get
Title
it.
shots to losers. You haven't heard about that one?
But not only that, shouldn't Sheamus be like, wait a minute, fella. Forgot fella. Wait a minute, fella. I just pinned him. Why are you giving it?
Yeah, right.
Come on, man. I get it. It's just to cause heat for Rusev, but I don't like it.
Guys, we have Darren Young going for the IC title.
But at least he won it fair and square.
And we have Zack Ryder go for the U.S. title. Do you see what kind of pay-per-view Battleground is going to be? This is the filler of all fillers.
That's what I'm sure.
This is horrible,
Filler
man.
matches.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Put them against each other, see who gets the belt.
There you go.
There you
Put
go.
Zack
Yeah.
Ryder versus Darren Young.
Yeah, make them earn it.
That would be a good match, but
for superstars.
Did you hear what JBL said after all that when Rusev was beating the crap out of Ryder? He goes, "Woo woo that."
Finally says something that's funny.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Exactly. So all right. So up next we have Breezango versus the Lucha Dragons. I do like the Breezango gimmick. I do like your name better though.
Yeah.
It's they do work well together though.
Absolutely.
Between them two, I like how they're matching and stuff like that. Did you see Kalisto slip up?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I got that.
Hysterical.
He
That was
botched
funny.
it, and it was like one of those moments where, all right, we messed up. People know we're gonna do it again anyway.
Yeah.
And they did it just on the other road.
And then they did it on the other side. Yeah, it was crazy.
But the crowd was dead.
The crowd was dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
Like even Sin Cara was just like Lucha,
But
Lucha,
and
nothing.
there was nothing. Yeah. But back to the slip up though. The one thing that I noticed is that Tyler Breeze caught it in time.
Yeah.
To say, you know what, I'm just gonna, he worked him, which is what you're supposed to do. So that's that was cool. The winners ended up being Breezango.
That finish. That super. Kalisto's on the top rope with his head bent over, and he gets super kicked in between. Oh my god, that was so good.
That was good.
That was, yeah. And my, the thing of it is, it's like I do like Breezango as a team, but where is the Lucha Dragons going? Is there a waste of talent? It's just getting.
Like we said earlier, there's a lot of tag teams, and not everybody's going to be a winner. So they're going to be and the Lucha Dragons are a team where they could lose a year straight.
Yeah.
And the fans will still pop for them. They didn't do it this week, but they'll still support them, and they have the talent. So
Yeah.
Right now, Breezango needs this. They need this push. So
They do,
Put them
but at
over.
the same time, they're not pushing Lucha Dragons.
well, they will now when they do the split. Once the split happens, you know that they'll have more time.
Right. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Schoolboy win though.
And Schoolboy win. So how many's that?
Well, that's one since the last time we were keeping. It's been a long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So, all right. So up next is the Seth Rollins report. Of course, Seth is just trash talking Reigns. Shows a clip of an old interview of Roman Reigns and dubbed himself in to make it look like he's interviewing Roman. It was kind of funny, but I wish they didn't have to do that. I mean,
hilarious.
especially if Roman's going to turn heel, why make fun of it? You know, that's just my thing. But
Loved it. I couldn't stop laughing. I just thought it was hilarious.
it was funny, but it to me it just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So they did that little skit, and then Dean comes out. They both had really good promos against each
It
other.
was really good.
I was impressed with Dean, but I'm still not convinced that he's a badass. I'm not.
Especially when he says, you know how many buckets of blood, how many body parts I lost. How many body parts has he lost? Because I see 2 hands, I see 2 arms, I see 10 fingers,
eyes.
2 eyes, a neck, a back.
He's still got his ears, lips.
So what body parts did Dean
Boogers.
Ambrose lose?
But I don't.
Unless he lost
Who
his
knows?
man parts.
He probably did.
Maybe.
That could have
It's a
happened.
possibility.
That could have happened. But so they're going back and forth with their promo. They did. I mean, like I said, it was a good promo. It was a good skit, and but they wanted to go 1-on-1, and now they schedule it for next Monday.
Yeah.
For Raw. So it's 1-on-1
I'm
for the
excited
belt.
about that match.
Really?
I am. I think. Yeah, listen, this is a match where I don't know who's gonna win. I honestly don't know because it could go both ways.
Wait a minute. Is Roman Reigns suspension up?
No, he's
No.
still suspended until after the draft. Battleground is the time he comes back.
That's too funny. I don't know. You know what? I don't know how I feel about that match. I think, honestly, in my opinion,
What do you think on the bad thing? When he gets suspended, he loses the belt anyway. He loses one way or another.
who? Roman?
Yeah.
Roman's gonna. You think we'll lose next week?
Well, if you don't,
I mean-
they'll take it away from him.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
might.
So
They might.
What good is it gonna
But-
to get even to wrestle?
Yeah, it's true. But I did have the rumor about Roman and Seth for the belt at SummerSlam.
Oh, I hope he knocks the hell out of it.
Who, Roman?
I don't know, man. I don't know, Joe. I don't know.
Could happen.
Also,
All right. So I mean, but what do you guys think about that match? I mean,
I said it.
I
think
don't.
I'm excited.
But
Yeah, me too.
who do you think's gonna win?
It's a toss up.
I'm hoping Seth
I
Rollins
don't
personally.
you know what? I don't think Joe's like I don't.
He likes all the good guys.
When I wrestled, I was a bad guy. That means you would have been booing me.
well,
You would have booed Tony, Dad?
You would have booed me. That's all right. I was a bad guy for like a majority of my career.
I can see it totally.
Well,
But, I
not
mean-
the way you were dancing with those bootios.
Hey. You know what?
We
No,
got ya.
We're not going to talk about that. Don't look at me like
Bad
that.
guys don't dance like that with bootios.
See, the truth shall be revealed.
What's wrong?
Got him!
Got him.
That's right.
Where's Ron Simmons when I need him? Damn. Damn. But I mean, so I don't know. To me, I don't know. I really don't know about this match. I mean, I don't see anybody interfering. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't. I mean, who's going to interfere in that match?
Well,
Because
how
you can't have a clean winner. I'm sorry.
how interesting would Raw have been without this match? Because you have the draft the next day. Everybody's focusing on SmackDown.
True.
So having Raw the night before, you want to definitely put something. Hey guys, don't worry just about SmackDown. We know there's a draft, but we got a title match
Right.
happening that night. So I guess that's what they were trying to go with. with it.
But at the same time, it's that's a hard call, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to determine who's going to win that? And it's like I said, you can't interfere. That's why I was asking when was Roman Reigns' suspension up. Because obviously, like if his suspension was up, you knew he was going to interfere.
Yeah.
But if he's still suspended, there's no way that, that anybody's going to interfere. What was that, Joe?
I don't think he can win. I mean, he can win the ring, but outside the ring, he won't win.
Yeah,
He'll suspend
you're
him,
right.
That's it. He loses belt later, they'll give it to asshole.
Yeah.
And this show just went up to
Wow.
the PG TV 14.
TV 14, really? Jeez. But no, that's going to be a good call. I don't know, honestly.
Thinking rat.
Who? Roman?
No.
Seth?
Rat.
Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seth
He
Rollins.
is. I don't like
He
him.
bowed down to the bulges in them. And then pretty sure he gave him the goddamn belt.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, he is like that.
Now he forget it, and now he wants it back again. Bullshit. I'd fight him out.
Well, we'll see what's gonna happen at Battleground when the three of them finally get in the ring together. It's gonna be crazy.
It is.
Yes,
it is.
it
And
is.
I can't wait to see it. I'm really looking forward to it. So now Sami Zayn comes out to do commentary for Kevin Owens versus Cesaro match. Now they show Kevin Owens in the back complaining about Sami being there, and Steph tells the ref to escort Sami out to the back. And now I mean, I don't know. I'd laugh at that because it's like it's a typical Kevin Owens move, I guess.
Yeah, no,
I
it was
liked it.
it was classic, man.
It
That was
was.
perfect.
Yeah.
That was absolutely perfect.
It was, and it was funny. So they ended up escorting Sami Zayn out. I mean, they got into a little scuffle because they met in between.
Yep.
But it was good. It was funny. Now, to the match. It was Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. What did you guys think of that match?
Kevin Owens can fight a piece of crap, and it will be a great match.
Jeez,
Absolutely.
wow.
That's how great he is. He would go out there, and Cesaro, he puts on great matches, man. He's just not that likable of a guy because he can't talk. He doesn't have charisma, but when he goes against somebody like Kevin Owens, it's a great match, and I thought it was exciting.
Nah, but I was getting tired of the uppercuts.
Yeah, the uppercut thing I'm done with. But
I
that
really
neck
do.
breaker that Kevin Owens did to Cesaro,
Yeah.
the torque that he did, I was like, oh
Ow.
my God. How did he turn his head that way
Yeah.
and he's still alive?
Yeah, that was pretty intense. But no, I'm done with Cesaro, to be honest with you. He needs a whole new gimmick change. He really does.
Yeah.
And I think he might need to do tag again. He was much better as
I
a tag
see
than
it.
a singles
Yeah.
wrestler. I mean, but with who? Tyson Kidd ain't coming back.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not going to happen. So, but he does. He really needs a whole new gimmick change. But the match was okay. I am a fan of Kevin Owens. He ended up winning. During the match, they showed Vince coming in the building and states that he's there to announce the new COO of SmackDown and blah blah blah. So
Commissioner.
what?
Commissioner.
Yeah, he
Commissioner.
changed it from COO to commissioner.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
He said that sounds
Yep.
better. But
So-
you noticed Kevin Owens has a new finisher now?
Yeah, I saw
He
that.
did a torture rack
That's
like neck
almost
breaker.
that's almost
That's
like
your finisher.
That's almost like my finisher.
So, according to us, apparently, not only Taz is stealing from us, but now they're going back to the tapes of Tony Militia
Yeah.
taking his finisher.
to find out what my finisher is, they saw
Did
it and they
you
stole
get your
it.
audiorization on that?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
boy.
didn't get a letter or nothing. So I might have to be a letter writer.
Yep.
But now during that thing there, they showed Kevin Owens grabbed the Byron Saxton. That was too funny.
Yeah.
And where am I? I lost my notes. Oh, he grabs his headset and then is talking trash. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Sami Zayn comes out and they start fighting. And and then of course he throws him into Cesaro. Cesaro with the same spinning move. Really, it just ruined it. Just ruined it. But I am looking forward to the match at Battleground between Sami Zayn
Should be a war.
and it should be. Yeah. It should be. And they're going to go all out, and it's going to be pretty intense. A lot of crazy moves. I can see that happening right now. So now up next, it was Titus O'Neil versus Heath Slater. Winner Titus O'Neil waist match. Okay, so now they cut to Sasha, cuts a promo on Dana Brooks. What happened?
What? I didn't. Did you
What?
just say something?
Yeah.
There was no match between Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil.
No, I didn't see nothing.
Nothing.
It was ridiculous.
Hey, the only thing we learned about that match was that it was Blueberry Muffins Day. That's all we know.
It was ridiculous. It was a waste of a match. And, at first, Titus was in a program with Rusev. That ended quickly. But that was it. I mean, I don't know what else.
We're still talking about it?
What, Titus?
So Renee Young is backstage with Sasha Banks.
So she's cutting a promo on Dana Brooks. That was pretty much it. There was nothing really special
Well,
about
she
it.
said, I don't get mad. I get real.
I get reels.
She gets reels.
All right, so now the one segment everybody's been talking about.
Oh, man.
The whole Wyatt's inviting the New Day onto their turf.
The compound.
It's obvious, there was a lot of production involved.
Absolutely.
To make this look like it was some kind of movie. Very creepy.
Yeah, it
but
was.
honestly, I kind of wasn't entertained by it.
What?
Yeah.
I was so entertained. First of all, Braun Strowman is a huge man.
Now, did you see, speaking of Braun Strowman, good segue there, Rick. Did you see that?
I know what you're going to say.
What he tweeted?
No.
Some people were calling him fat.
Fat?
Yeah.
It was not.
You didn't hear
there's
about
no
this?
body fat on
You
that
guys
man.
didn't hear about this?
No, I did not.
They were calling Braun Strowman. They were calling him fat and saying that he's
okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. So Braun Strowman took a picture without his shirt on
Yeah.
and say, "I don't see any fat here." something along those lines.
Right. But you guys checked out before the whole match started the woman in the sheep's mask?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a sign.
So for Sister Abigail?
Yeah.
Could be.
Somebody's coming.
It could be.
That's what I was
To
thinking.
me, it was too small to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way too small to be a wrestler. So I don't know if it's a ploy or
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could
know.
be. Yeah.
I honestly I don't know. I mean, I did notice that, and
Yeah.
they didn't show it after that though. So
No.
I'm wondering. Yeah, but I mean, I'm sorry. I just was not entertained by it. I did like it. I did like the production of it, though.
Yeah.
I really did. I like the fighting and all that, but I wasn't a big fan.
So if you weren't a fan of that, were you a fan of the final deletion between Brother Nero, Jeff Hardy, and Matt Hardy?
I was not.
Oh my God!
I thought that was terrible. Did
Oh
you
my-
see it, Joe?
I did not see it.
It's been now when this came out, it was a whole big deal. It was about the final deletion, which was against Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. It was basically the same thing that happened with this whole turf thing with the Wyatts and New Day. Everybody's saying that WWE stole that idea from TNA. Honestly, I think production-wise, the WWE did it better than TNA. That was 17 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back. Rick made me watch it this morning.
All right, listen. This match. Listen. Of course, they're not going to have the budget that WWE has. However,
terrible.
I love the Wyatts. I will always stick by the Wyatts. That was good with the compound. But Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy was so much more entertaining.
What?
It was so funny. They pulled out fireworks, a Roman candle, shooting it at
does
each
that?
other. They had a
I did
lake.
that when I was a little kid.
They had a ladder. They had a ring. They had drones. They had a violin playing Matt Hardy. Like, oh my God.
That was ridiculous.
It was crazy. Listen, people, if you're out there listening to us, I
was
want you to
ridiculous.
watch this match.
Now he's promoting TNA.
No, hey, yeah, what are you doing?
Listen,
Yeah, what the
man.
hell's up with that?
Listen, Matt Hardy is crazy, but it is very entertaining. Brother Nero.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I was
Rick,
entertained by
come
it.
on. No. If I had a choice, I would pick the Wyatt's segment over that one, the final deletion.
Yeah,
Watch
absolutely.
it, Joe. Trust me, you're gonna be disappointed.
But if you want to,
I don't even think I'll watch it.
if you want to laugh, you watch the Hardy Boys crumble.
I don't know what was up with Matt Hardy / Sweeney Todd. But, I mean, come on, man. That was, he was talking like he was in Game of Thrones.
He's broken.
Yes. What was the gardener? What was his name?
Oh, Benjamin.
Senor Benjamin.
They have a gardener named Senor Benjamin
And
who's pouring gasoline everywhere.
He set up the ring by himself. Ridiculous. But now, my thing is, now back to the Wyatts, is that they did all this and they don't fight for the belts? Why?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing a battleground.
No.
They're not doing it at battleground.
They're fighting against each other, but not for
I
the
thought
belts.
wow.
No.
What did we say? This pay-per-view is a filler
A filler
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view
Yes, that's
till
what
SmackDown.
well, I'm sure we'll get into that.
Till SummerSlam.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but I absolutely feel the same way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, but all right. So now up next, the Club versus Enzo and Big Cass. Big Cass, he needs so much. He needs a lot more mic work.
Yeah.
He's sounding more and more like a robot.
Everyone.
I will tell you this. When I put my size 83 feet up your butt, he don't need to talk like that.
Everyone wants John Cena's spot. We
wanted
want
it too.
If we want it, we will earn it.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, my issue, I don't like the spot. I don't like the angle that they're putting the Club in.
No.
They should be so dominant right now because that's what they came in from. You know, in Japan, they were so dominant there, and then now they look weak. You know, I don't know how many times they even won a match since then. I don't know. I don't like it.
I know, and we've been preaching that for weeks now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and you're right. You're absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, the angle sucks.
Yeah, it does. It was
You
just
know.
horrible.
Speaking of sucks, this match. Well,
It was okay.
Big Cass had a hot tag that lasted longer
Again?
than 10 seconds. This was a 15-second hot tag.
Then give him props.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it was all set up so that AJ can get involved and the DQ happens. What happened? It was a DQ?
But at the same time, though, this match, they didn't look like they were going all out. It
No,
really
it wasn't.
didn't. And it just, I think they're just holding all that stuff until Battleground.
Yep.
You know, that's all. That's how I took it. You know, but I am very impressed with Enzo's in-ring work.
Yeah.
He's very good seller. He knows how to tell a story in the ring. I really like him. I really like to see him as a singles wrestler. So with that whole rumor about them being split, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I really can see it. The winners was Enzo and Big Cass by
And-
the DQ.
And who did we see?
And yeah.
But he was supposed to be in L.A.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in LA.
Do you believe
So-
that they made him fly from LA to Detroit
Just
Just
for
to do
about-
that spot?
Just for 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
All right,
Well, maybe he
then
could
go
do,
fly back.
Maybe he could do the Kelly Ripa thing.
Maybe he could.
Wow.
Maybe he could. But now my thing I noticed was that he came out to a big pop.
He did.
He did.
And
I
when
was
they all
surprised.
fought in the middle,
Yeah.
that was a huge pop too. So I was shocked with that. I really was. Now I want to go back because of what you said about what they made the comment towards Cena when they said about that he what was the thing you said
About everybody coming at John Cena?
at John Cena?
Yeah.
And he said what did he say?
If we was to do it, let me see. If we wanted it, we will earn it.
We will earn it. Now, do you think that they will turn on him at Battleground? With that comment being said,
Big Cass versus John Cena.
Yeah.
That would be good.
you know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can see it.
I think
I
the momentum them going as good guys right now is good because that's. I mean, they basically have the crowd in their hands,
True.
especially with Enzo coming
Yeah,
out. and
when
stuff.
he does his promo.
But you know, right now, the much as I liked them when they first appeared, I do want to split them up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just so sick of seeing the same exact match.
Yeah,
Same
true.
exact move. You know?
It's over.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like when he said that, he made that comment. I'm like, huh,
We will
interesting.
earn it. Yeah.
You will earn it. You know, I mean, because you normally don't say stuff like that. But so now, up next, Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks with Charlotte ringside. Dana's a good heel, but is kind of overdoing it.
Yep.
I like Sasha as a heel than a face. It just doesn't appeal to me, and it doesn't seem like she's getting the pop that she did when she was a heel.
Exactly.
You know, but I did enjoy the match. The match was good, you know, because it was just two former NXT girls, and you can see the difference between how they are compared to like a Bella and Naomi match. You know,
No, definitely.
It's a difference.
It's a
you know,
fight.
It's a fight. You know, exactly. You know, and these girls, they can wrestle. These women, they can wrestle, and I like that. You know, and you know, but the winner ended up being Sasha Banks. Charlotte, she just cracks me up at ringside. You know, with the mic, she's so funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. So, all right. So now they came back from commercial and they show Shane and Steph are in the ring. Then comes Vince. He says that, you know, he grabs the mic. He says he wants competition.
I want you to cut each other's throats.
And if you have to break the law, do it.
Yeah.
Just don't get caught.
Just don't get caught. Yeah. So then he looks at Steph and Shane and tells him, you have to convince me, you know, to run SmackDown. So Steph goes first, and she talks down to Shane, and it's like she was just a totally different person all of a sudden, you know, after her trying to be buddy with him.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. But anyway, then Shane went and, you know, he got a good pop. I think he was using that to his advantage.
Yeah.
He said he represents change and that he would change SmackDown and that WWE needs change. So, so Vince says just needs one commissioner for SmackDown. So he appoints Shane McMahon to run SmackDown. Thoughts? I think he'll do a good job, to be honest.
I mean, I thought we knew this was gonna happen
Yeah,
from
I
the
was just
beginning.
gonna say that.
Really?
It's gonna be the same old stuff, man.
I don't like Steph running Raw, though.
No, definitely not. I thought, first of all, this was obvious that they were gonna do it. Why didn't they just get somebody else?
Sure.
Why? And then you're gonna give now they're the COOs, which means they're not gonna be there every week. You know they're gonna do that. They're gonna give the GM the responsibility, and then you'll see Shane and Stephanie come on and off TV. So I guess that's what they were trying to do with this whole thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not really excited about this.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm torn between the two. I really am. I just don't know. Honestly, I'd rather see Shane. I'd rather see Shane run Raw, and Stephanie run SmackDown. But then again, and their thinking is that Shane is more popular than Steph, and they really need for SmackDown to
Get up there.
get up in
boost the
ratings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could be the reason why. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of this.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
No.
I really not. I'm not. So, I mean, what you guys think of the whole Raw? I mean, it was an okay Raw.
It was all right. I
It wasn't
mean,
bad.
It was
I
all
wish
right.
we had a better ending.
Yeah.
That's what I
Or
was
you know,
thinking.
they
Yeah.
could have at least announced the championship match at the end. Have Ambrose and Rollins end the show. Like, what's with the title not being at the end of the show anymore?
I know.
It's
Yeah,
gotta stop.
And that's what the thing of it is. That's what I like. Me watching wrestling for many years. That's how I always liked it. You know, I always like seeing the title match last.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't get the whole, you know, doing a title match in the beginning or in the middle or whatever, and then having a crappy ending.
Yeah.
You know, when you tell a story, a full program story, you got to end it with a bang, and you always end it with a title match. So it's just we just finished it up on Raw, and like I said, you're right. I think Raw should have been a lot better.
Yeah.
The ending, especially. I do agree with you about the whole title match thing and stuff like that. So, you know, alrighty. It is time for Rick Serrano III's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away, Rick.
Welcome back to Rick Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Today's joke is, what was John Cena's strategy to defeat The Rock at WrestleMania?
I have no idea.
Paper!
Wait a minute. I don't get it.
Rock,
You don't
paper,
get it?
scissor, paper beats rock. That's what he
Oh
used.
my god. Okay, I got it.
You got it now?
Took me a minute.
Well, if you out there have a wrestling joke that you would like to send in send it in to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV Podcast, at Twitter at Wrestling POV, or at Instagram at Wrestling POV1 using the hashtag Wrestling POV, WPOV jokes. If you guys have questions, like we said, we're going to answer them later on in the show. Keep watching. Tell your friends about us. Hey, guys, we're live on Facebook. You want to check them out? They're funny because you know what? We have something special coming up. We have a match with Taz versus Miguel Cole.
Yeah.
You don't want to
miss
miss it. You don't. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That will be coming up a little bit later on in the show. But as for right now, we're going to go and take the SmackDown breakdown.
Shit, you better be careful. Miguel get mad. You say that.
What did you say, Mr. Rick?
You know, that's gimmick infringement. All right, so Rick's incapacitated for now. So
Taking this
well, you trained him. Remember that.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
So now the opening to SmackDown, Kevin Owens sporting a Finn Balor shirt. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I like that shirt. I think I might have to get it.
It is
Yeah.
nice.
So, and they show Charlotte and Dana Brooke coming out of a limo. Good short promos. You know, there was others in between that I really don't want to get involved in. So the match they had, it was Dana versus Sasha Banks. That was a good match. It was fast paced. Better than the match they had on Raw.
Yes.
Definitely.
Sasha wins. Charlotte attacks Sasha, threw her over the announce table. Did you see
that was
how
brutal.
far that she went?
That was brutal.
Holy cow. Now, you guys know how high up I am on Charlotte. And I'm sorry to say that if Charlotte is champion for a number of years, I would not be disappointed. She's a good fit for a
Yes.
champion, but as a heel.
Yes.
But as a heel. You turn her face, I don't think she's any good. Do you like Charlotte, Joe?
No, I don't care.
What?
Thank you, Joe.
Joe!
Joe.
I thought we were boys.
Joe.
No, I don't care for it.
Joe, I thought we were boys.
She like the mayor's daughter, and I don't have nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Nobody likes
Joe!
Woo! How about
I told
that?
you.
What is going on?
Hey,
He
you like
just hit you
Solid
up.
Good Guys?
I thought we were here.
No, right.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I
I root for the underdog.
It's for the underdog.
but anyway, it was a good match overall. I did like it. I'm really looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to this at Battleground because later on, they did announce.
Four against one.
No, it's a
Now that redhead and that two blondes against the redhead.
Well, what's gonna happen
gonna
now?
pick somebody
they're
down.
gonna Sasha Banks is gonna pick a secret partner. They're gonna reveal it on at
Battleground.
Battleground. Oh, she might need a man against Dana Brooks and Charlotte.
Yeah.
because the muscles on them.
yeah.
But we talking about Bailey. Perhaps?
It could be. It's like I said though. You know, the rumors every time with Bailey, with her coming up on.
It's like this, like they're dangling it right in front of you. Bailey.
No, it's the same thing with Finn Balor.
Yeah.
They always say every week is, Finn Balor's coming up on the main roster. He's coming up on the main roster. He never does. So I don't know. I'll seize it when I believes it.
Yep.
Or no, believes it when I seize it.
We know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So now it's Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler. It was an okay match. I rooted for Rusev, of course.
Let me just tell you this right now. This was a typical Dolph Ziggler match where it was
Overselling.
so good. So good. But you know what?
Overselling.
He gives it his all, and they don't give him a push, man. He's on a swing. Give him the push, man. Come on. He needs it.
Yeah. Who? Dolph Ziggler?
Dolph Ziggler.
No.
To the moon.
Come on.
I seen that guy, he was wrestling there, and he went through to the last minute, and he got every guy in the ring put down.
Who? Dolph?
You darn right he did.
No.
He's a Hall of Famer.
What? He is not. He is.
I don't know
not.
about that.
He just got the Kent State
Right.
Hall of Fame for
Yeah.
wrestling.
No.
Yeah, yes, he is. There you
Yeah.
go. Dolph Ziggler takes people out, man.
I do remember. I know what you're talking.
Come
You're
on.
right. You're right. I still don't like him, Joe. He's an overseller.
I didn't think he oversold that much in that
He
match.
did.
If you're fighting Rusev, man,
You oversell.
you got to do what you got to do.
But I
Yeah,
just
but like, remember what I was saying about Zack Ryder's song? It doesn't do anything.
It
so
doesn't.
when his woo, 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 I'm supposed to get scared?
Yeah.
Like
Supposed to
your
get
music
excited?
is supposed to... Like, if Dolph Ziggler's music hit at that point, Rusev would have been like, oh my God, there's something happening. But
Yep.
that slow entrance, they should
Very
play the
slow.
song from the middle.
Yeah.
Don't start from the beginning, because that
That's
was
true.
horrible.
It was horrible, but at the same time, like I said, he came out and Rusev threw Ziggler into Ryder.
Yep.
Then he throws them both into the ring. Ryder rolls out. Ziggler wins by what? Schoolboy. So, again, with the schoolboy, it looks like the schoolboy
It's coming
bandwagon.
back.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
It's coming back. So now we got the club, AJ and Anderson versus Big Kaz and Enzo. That was a decent match.
This was way better than Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it was, and maybe it was. I don't know.
'Cause of AJ.
Maybe because of AJ. I do agree that Enzo does need more offensive.
Wait a
than
minute.
He
Wait
did,
a minute.
but he started this match off with a lot of offense. I
Yeah.
wrote that down. I was like, wow, he finally had good offense.
Yeah,
I was so shocked. I was
He
like,
did.
yes, thank you. We got it.
yeah.
But when they came out, wasn't that the same exact thing they did on Raw?
Yeah,
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. But then, of course, I got my notes though that I said that I would like to see Enzo in a singles match.
Yeah.
Just leave him in a singles. He's good. He's
Without
that
taking
good.
so many bumps, though, man. He takes a lot of bumps.
Yeah, and that's why I said he needs more offense than
Yes.
defense.
Yeah.
And I know he can do a lot of good stuff,
Yeah.
but he's got to stop with that. He's
saying
going to end
it-
up getting hurt.
Enzo versus Xavier Woods would be a great match.
That really would. But he just spent too much time in the ring, way too much time. But the winners end up being the club.
Yep.
So, yeah. So now we got Breezango again, but with Tyler Breeze versus Kalisto. It was a good match, very fast paced, lots of back and forth.
Yep.
A different dynamic than the tag, though. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
I wrote down, this is the Tyler Breeze from NXT.
Exactly. And though I do like the whole tag with Tyler Breeze and Fandango, I do like Tyler Breeze doing the singles run with Kalisto. It was a good match. Who won? Kalisto.
Kalisto won.
ended up winning, so that was a good thing.
Yeah,
That was really a good thing, and
it makes you want to watch any future matches they have, because you're
Yeah.
like, all right, they did this. They did a good Monday Night Raw and they did a good SmackDown.
Yep.
You're going to want to see more of that.
yeah, that's true. But then you also got to look at, we said this before too. Every time Kalisto tags with Sin Cara, they lose.
Yeah.
And then he goes on his own, he wins.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get
You
it.
don't get it.
All right, so now Miz TV with Darren Young and Bob Backlund. They showed clips of Bob's wrestling career.
Yo.
And then, I forgot how much of a badass Bob Backlund
Oh,
really
he
was.
was.
Now, I was going to ask you guys, did you happen to catch in that clip there one of my brain freeze questions?
No, I did not.
Oh, when
Where-
he won the belt with this
Superstar
guy's...
Billy Graham pinning Bob
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Backlund pinning
That's
him
right.
with his foot on the rope.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. That's
So-
right. That's funny. That's right. I didn't even catch it. Now that you mention it. All righty. But he really was. And growing up watching Bob Backlund, he was so soft spoken, and wearing the wingtip collar, suits and stuff like that. But he was just such a badass back in the day, and then he kind of went nuts afterwards.
Yeah.
So, but then the Miz wanted to show Darren Young's career.
That was hilarious.
That was so funny. Even Darren
was
Young, he
laughing.
broke kayfabe and he started cracking up.
Even Debbie back there, she
It
was
was
laughing.
funny. That was really funny. So, but there was nothing there.
I just
Nothing.
loved it.
So how can you make somebody who has nothing great again?
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And what's with the ring gear? What's with the music? What's with the
have
posing? That doesn't
Yeah.
go with Bob Backlund.
I did not.
Why are you not
get
being
that
Bob
at all.
Backlund-esque?
But they went face to face, but nothing happened.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
I even like when the Miz says, I even looked you up on WWE Network and I found nothing.
Yeah, that was hysterical. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a good
So-
segment.
Now, I mean, do you think this is going to be a good match?
No.
No.
No?
No way.
You don't think so, Jeff?
No.
No. I have to agree with you on that one. Yeah.
No.
All right, so now they show Sasha in the back getting checked on. Then Charlotte and Dana come out, and that's when she tells, we mentioned it earlier, she's got to pick a second partner. We'll talk about it in battle when we do our battleground prediction. So this is going to be pretty good. Now it's Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins again, yeah. Seth Rollins comes out and joins the commentary table. The match starts. Dean goes over to Seth, and Kevin jumps Dean from behind. Dean's fighting back, and then Seth hits Dean from behind. Then Sami Zayn's music hits. He comes out. They're fighting in the ring. Now it's a tag match.
Of course.
I kind of saw that happening.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Very predictable.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't see that.
And you know what? Honestly, I wasn't even into this match.
Me either.
No. He's like, no. Now this match, it was good. It was okay, but it wasn't what I expected, though.
The best part
I wanted it more out of it,
The best part of this match was learning the name of that stupid clothesline Ambrose does, which JBL called the lunatic lariat.
Are you serious?
Yes.
When did he call that?
When he did it,
say that?
he's like, oh, he hit him with the lunatic lariat.
I didn't catch that. Okay.
Unreal.
So, yeah.
That gets
Yeah.
boo. Don't like it. Don't like it. So, now the winners were Seth and Kevin Owens. Seth pedigree, Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Good, The SmackDown was SmackDown, I guess. It wasn't, it wasn't the greatest thing. So
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all.
I think it was just like, all right, let's get this over because next week's going to be better and better. Again.
Exactly what that is.
Yep. All right, so now it is time for the Wrestling POV's first draft.
Woohoo!
You want to explain what we're doing?
All right,
to
people.
the
So we have the SmackDown Live coming up next week, and WWE's having their own draft. So we said, why not have the Wrestling POV guys have a draft? So what the three of us are going to do, we're going to take 6 main roster guys, 1 female roster from the main roster, 2 from the coming in shortly. We're going to see who goes.
All right, you got your number?
Yes.
All right, so now my number, I'm gonna go with number 4.
Number 7.
7.
And I'm going to go with 14 again.
All right, Mimi, reveal the number.
7.
7?
Woo! Right on the money, baby.
Who got 7? You?
Yeah.
All right, so you go first. I go second. Rick goes third. Go ahead. Who is the second round? Who is your second pick? There's some good ones on here.
The lunatic fringe.
Oh,
Dean
damn it.
Ambrose.
Take them.
Take 'em. Wow. All right.
Joe sounds like he's disappointed over there. Who you got, Tony?
All right, my number 2 pick is Roman Reigns.
Oh my God! Are we picking the best wrestlers in the draft? Because my second pick is Kevin Owens.
Oh, jeez. Kevin Owens. You know what? I was gonna pick him. How come I did not pick him? Jesus. All right, Mimi, pick another number, please.
All right, we're going to let Debbie pick this.
All right, Debbie, you can pick a number from 1 to 20. Just write it down, and then we're going to go and guess. All right, let us know when you got the number. You got the number?
Yes.
All right, so now, Rick, you pick a number this time.
I'm going
and
with
don't say
number
14.
14.
All right, 14. All right, Joe, what number you got?
Number 19.
19. All right, I'm going with number 11. I got it?
Right on the
All
button.
right. Okay, so I go first. Rick, you're going second. And Joe, you go third. All right, now my third round pick will be... Oh, boy. I got to look at this list, people. Hang on. You know what? My third pick will be Seth Rollins.
Okay, the architect.
Seth
But you
Rollins.
know what? I'm going to go a little bit outside the box. I'm going to go a little strong style. I'm going to pick Shinsuke Nakamura.
We can go to NXT right away?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Well, there you go. You missed out.
Come on.
That's a good pick, though. All right, so Shinsuke's out. Dang it. All right, who you got? Wait, Joe. Yeah, you go.
Okay, well, since we can go to NXT,
You can pick the women too, whenever you want.
Yeah,
I'm going with Finn Balor.
Dang, man. You know I was going to pick him. Dang. That's fine.
All right, let's
All right.
go. What's the next number?
All right. What's the next number? Pick a number from 1 to 20.
1 to 20, write it down.
Go ahead and write it down.
Write the number 1 to 20.
Don't let me see it. Mimi Goody's in my way.
Hey, Joe, what's your favorite number?
This is the 4th round. All right, I'm going with number 9.
I'll go with number, 15.
15.
I'm gonna go number 1.
Number 1. What is the number? 21.
No, 1 to 20, Dad.
That's fine. So,
1 to 20.
what number did Rick pick?
1.
Rick picked 1.
Rick picked 1. Okay. So, the closest number is Joe, then Tony, and then Rick.
All
Rick.
right.
All right, so go ahead, Joe.
All right, I'm going with, this is our 4th pick now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alberto Del Rio.
That's a good pick. All right.
That's a good pick.
That is a good pick. That is a
He
good
didn't roll
pick.
his R, so that's, he can't.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's on me.
Yep.
All right, my 4th pick. You took all the ones I wanted from NXT, so I'm gonna have to go on the WWE roster. Where's the women's one? I thought wasn't there a women's?
They're in there.
Oh, they're all mixed together. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right, my 4th pick. I'm going with, and this is gonna be a shocker to everybody. I'm gonna go with Luke Harper,
Wow, that's a good pick. That's a nice
separating the Wyatts.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take Rusev. Rusev Crush.
Rusev. All right, good. Wait, you went first, right, Joe?
Last time, yeah.
No,
I
no,
went-
this
Yeah,
round.
yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, okay. Did
I
you
put
pick a
Alpo.
number? Tony, Joe, Rick.
And I'm still getting the best picks, people.
I see that. You know, that's crazy. All right, you know what? My 5th pick is Bailey.
Woo! You took my NXT
I'm
girl.
taking her away from you guys.
Who you got, Joe?
Sami Zayn.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, you know what? That's a good pick. Dang.
You know who my pick is?
Who?
Someone who's awesome. The Miz.
What? That's a horrible pick. Horrible pick.
The Miz.
Jeez.
Just to save us some time, why don't we just now go in order? So now you went first this time?
Yeah.
So now Joe will go first,
Okay.
and then I'll go first next.
Okay,
so
go ahead, Joe.
We need one woman for an NXT, right?
One woman from NXT, one woman from the main roster.
Nina Jax.
Dang. That's a
Nia
good pick.
Jax, good pick.
That is a good one.
He said the name wrong, so he can't have her.
You know what? I'm gonna take my second NXT guy. I'm gonna take right now.
Okay.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose.
You know what? That's a good pick, and I'm going to tell you why. Vince loves this guy. No way, Jose. He really likes him. So I'm interested to see it. Have you seen his match? Have you seen his match? No. Oh, no way, Jose?
Oh,
He's a
man.
Dominican wrestler.
Yes.
And he comes
I
in.
haven't seen him.
He does a baseball finisher and everything.
Yeah,
He
he's
pitches.
funny.
He does this.
Yeah. All right, so who's going to wait? Who goes second?
Now you pick.
I pick?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar. I'm shocked you guys haven't picked that.
Well, I'll tell you why. I
But you
haven't
know
picked
what?
him.
I'm shocked that he's a 6th round pick.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm shocked at that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pick him?
Because he's not there every time. He's not there all the
That's
time.
what I heard. I heard
It's-
they're.
He's still a member.
Well, see now I'm gonna pick first for this round 7. I am going to take. Where is he? Chris Jericho.
Good. Have him. I don't want him.
Jericho. Who you got, Tony?
All right, my first
Yep.
7th round pick. What
Yeah.
you went right?
You're on
Yeah,
seventh,
okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
All right, so my 7th round pick, I'm going with. Wow, it's shrinking. This list is shrinking. Oh my lord! You know what? I'm gonna get my main roster woman wrestler out of the way, and I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
Yeah. Woo. Who you got, Joe?
For my 7th round pick, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Dong.
The Undertaker.
Dong.
He's taking the Undertaker.
All right, so I'm done picking the
All right.
women.
Now it's your turn again, Tony.
And you know what? I haven't picked NXT wrestler yet because you guys took them. But you know what? I'm going to go with Samoa Joe.
Nice. That's a nice pick. Who you got, Joe?
I got one more pick for a main roster.
For a woman?
No, main roster. I already got the woman. No, I didn't. Woman. I'm going with one of my favorites.
Who?
Paige.
Pick. Good
Whoa,
pick.
he just stole my girl. He just bamboozled
Good pick.
me. You
That
know
is
what?
a good pick.
That's fine because I'm going to take Dolph Ziggler.
Good. Have him. Have him.
Go ahead, Joe. Your 9th pick.
9th pick, Joe.
9th pick.
Now, I'm done doing the 2 NXT men and the women. I'm done with that. So the rest of my picks has got to be from the main roster.
Yep.
You got to pick 2 more. Did you pick a NXT?
No, I got one more.
You got 1 more NXT
One more NXT and one more main.
and 1 more main.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
got my 1 NXT woman and my WWE woman.
Okay.
So
So
Joe,
the rest
you're up.
is
is woman.
is main, right?
No, 1 woman from the main and 1 NXT woman.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
This is interesting. He's getting down to the nitty gritty. To the nitty gritty.
Boy. Oh,
9th round.
Baron Corbin.
Ding! You know I was gonna take it. Shoot, I was hoping you didn't see that.
And you know, I wouldn't be a good person if I didn't put Rusev with his fiance Lana.
Oh, boy. I don't know.
That's a good pick, though. Where is Rusev? I don't even see Rusev on here. Somebody pick him?
Yeah, I got him.
No,
So,
from before.
Rusev's my 4th pick.
Yeah. Oh, you picking Lana?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right. I thought you was picking Rusev. I was like, wait, didn't somebody pick him? All right. So who goes first now?
Now you go.
All right. So my 9th pick, and I'm gonna take a gamble with it. I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman.
That's a good. You're getting the Wyatts back together.
Yeah, man. I mean, you took Bray though, so
Yeah, the best.
that's a good
the
number
Wyatts.
1 pick though. To be
Yes,
honest,
Thank you.
that is.
And then I'm gonna pick my last person. And so gotta be a woman from.
Wait, he got
Yeah.
sniped. Never mind. Go
My
ahead.
last woman is from NXT, and I'm gonna go with. Oh, Asuka.
Dang! That's a good pick. That is a good pick right there. That is your final
That's
pick.
my final pick.
All right. Who goes next? Me or Joe?
You go.
I go?
Yep.
All right. My 10th and final pick from the main roster. I am going to go with. Oh, boy. It's a heads and tails, but you know what? I'm going to go with Big Cass.
Where's the bum bum ba because
That's bad.
so
All right. Your 10th and final pick, Joe.
I need one more firm NXT roster.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with Austin Aries.
That's a good pick. That's for NXT, right? Correct? Yeah, Austin Aries. Good pick. Good pick.
all right, so that wraps up the WPOV draft. So now what we're gonna do is Miguel Cole is gonna take our rosters and he's gonna put it up in the comment section, and it's up to you, the fans, to vote. Who do you think has the best roster? If you think it's me, and why wouldn't you? You put hashtag Team Rick. If you think it's Tony, you put hashtag Team Rick. And if you think it's Joe, I'm sorry. If you think it's Tony, you put hashtag Team Tony. And if you think it's Joe, you put hashtag Team Joe. But again, Team Rick is where it's at. Sell it, guys. I got the best roster,
Hey,
guys.
it's Team Tony.
Team JoJo Iceman style.
Hey everyone, this is the Third Wheel, Rick Serrano the Third, and this is the end of part 1 of episode 26 of the live show. Tune in next week for part 2 of the live show. You don't want to miss it. You have Miguel versus Taz. What are you waiting for? You got to listen to it.